Welcome back to the channel Numismatic Coins to the world of coin collecting. The 1951 Wheat Penny is a classic piece of American history, minted in Denver and cherished by collectors for its iconic wheat design and connection to the post-war era. While most are common, high-grade examples can hold impressive value, making every find exciting. Whether you're a beginner or a passionate numismatist, this coin is a great reminder that even the smallest treasures can carry rich history and potential worth. Top 4 first up. The 1951 Wheat Penny is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, one of the most collected coins in the world. It was minted in 1951 at the United States Mint, Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark below the date on the front obverse. This coin features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse shows 2 wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and agriculture in America. The Wheat Penny design was used from 1909 to 1958, making the 1951 one of the later issues in the series. These coins were struck in huge numbers, over 625 million pieces, meaning they are quite common today compared to earlier dates. The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, with a weight of about 3.11 grams and a diameter of 19.05. These copper coins were widely used in everyday transactions during the post-World War II era, a time when the U.S. economy was expanding and coin production was high. Because of this large mintage, most 1951 pennies found today are in circulated condition, often showing wear, scratches, or discoloration. However, collectors pay special attention to the coin's color classification: red RD, red-brown RB, or brown BN, with bright red coins being the most valuable due to their original mint luster. When it comes to value, the 1951 Wheat Penny is generally affordable but can become valuable depending on its condition. In average circulated condition, it is typically worth around 15 cents to 25 cents, only slightly above its face value. In uncirculated mint state condition, the value can rise significantly, from $1 up to several $1,000s, especially for high-grade red examples. Some exceptional coins in top condition, MS65 or higher, or with rare minting errors like doubled dies or off-center strikes, can fetch even higher prices at auctions. However, it's important to understand that most 1951 pennies are common and not extremely rare, so their value depends heavily on preservation and grading. In conclusion, the 1951 Wheat Penny is a historically rich coin that reflects America's mid-20th century economy and coinage tradition. While it may not make you a millionaire in most cases, it still holds strong collectible value, especially in high grades or with unique errors. For coin collectors and beginners alike, this coin is a great entry into the world of numismatics. Simple, affordable, and full of history, the 1951 Black Shade Wheat Penny may not make you rich overnight, but it is still a valuable historical coin and a great starting point for coin collectors. Its dark color tells a story of decades of use, passing through countless hands and transactions. While most of these coins are only worth a few cents today, a well-preserved or rare error version can be worth much more. So always check your coin carefully, you never know if you might have a hidden treasure. Next up, the 1953 Wheat Penny is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birth anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln. These coins were designed by Victor David Brenner and became one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. The 1953 version was minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark located below the date on the front obverse of the coin. By 1953, the Wheat Penny series was nearing its end. It was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959, making late-date coins like this one popular among collectors. The coin you have shown appears to be in a brown shade, which is typical for older copper coins that have been in circulation for many years. Originally, these pennies were struck in a bright reddish copper color, but over time, exposure to air, moisture, and handling causes them to oxidize and turn brown. Collectors classify these coins into 3 color categories: red RD, red-brown RB, and brown BN. Brown coins like yours are the most common but still carry historical and collectible value, especially if details are still visible and not heavily worn. In terms of composition, the 1953 Wheat Penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. The reverse side features 2 wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, along with the Latin motto, E Pluribus Unum, at the top. This classic wheat design symbolizes prosperity and agricultural strength in the United States during the early 20th century. Money bag value and market worth. The value of a 1953 D wheat penny, brown, depends heavily on its condition. Very worn, good condition, around 2 cents. 0.1 average dollars circulated condition, about 10 cents. 0.3 better dollars condition, fine to extremely fine, 50 cents. 2 uncirculated, mint state brown, $3. 10 plus high grade dollars. Red examples can go $15, 50 plus dollars, sometimes higher because your coin appears circulated with a brown tone. Its realistic value is likely in the 5 cents to 50 cents range, unless it has rare errors or exceptional detail. Star Collector Insight. Even though the 1953 D penny is not considered rare, it still holds value as part of a complete wheat penny collection. Many collectors seek full date and mint sets, and Denver minted coins are essential for that. Coins in original condition, not cleaned, are always more desirable, so it's best not to polish or clean your coin, as that can reduce its value significantly. The 1953 D wheat penny is a classic piece of American coinage from the final decade of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, minted at the Denver Mint and identified by the small D mint mark beneath the date on the obverse. Struck in a composition of 95% copper with a small percentage of tin and zinc, this coin originally displayed a bright reddish luster when it left the mint. But over decades of circulation, most examples, like the brown-shaded coin you have developed a deep, aged patina due to natural oxidation. This transformation into a brown tone is completely normal and actually tells a story of the coin's journey through time, passing from hand to hand in everyday transactions during the early 1950s, a period marked by post-war economic growth in the United States. The reverse design, featuring 2 stylized wheat stalks framing the bold 1 cent lettering, symbolizes agricultural strength and national prosperity, while the inscription EPLURIBUSUNUM reflects the unity of the states. Although the 1953 D is not considered a rare date due to its high mintage, it remains an important collectible for enthusiasts completing a full wheat penny set, and its value largely depends on condition, with heavily circulated brown examples typically worth only a few cents above face value, while sharper, well-preserved coins can reach a few dollars. However, collectors always appreciate such coins for their historical significance, nostalgic appeal, and the tangible connection they provide to mid-20th century America. Next up, the 1956 D wheat penny is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which was minted in the United States from 1909 to 1958. This coin carries the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front obverse and 2 wheat ears on the back reverse, symbolizing prosperity and national unity. The D mint mark below the date indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint. By 1956, the wheat penny design was nearing the end of its era, as it would soon be replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial design. This makes the 1956 issue one of the final representatives of the classic wheatback style, giving it historical importance for collectors. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB can be found on earlier issues, and his design remained largely unchanged for decades. From a production perspective, the 1956 D penny is extremely common, as the Denver Mint produced over 1.09 billion coins, one of the highest mintages in the entire wheat penny series. This massive production happened partly because the San Francisco Mint had limited output, so Denver had to compensate. The coin is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams with a diameter of 19.05. Because of its copper composition, many brown-colored coins today show natural aging, tunning, or environmental wear. A brown shade penny usually indicates that the original red copper luster has oxidized over time, which is very common for circulated coins. In terms of value, the 1956 D wheat penny is generally not rare, especially in circulated brown condition. Most coins found in everyday condition are worth around 2 cents to 15 cents, $2 to 15 cents depending on where. Slightly better preserved coins about uncirculated may reach around $1, while high-quality uncirculated coins with strong detail and luster can range from $10 to $20 or more. However, the real value comes from rare varieties and errors. For example, the repunched mint mark, RPM, or D over D error can significantly increase value, sometimes reaching $50 to $300 plus depending on condition. Exceptional coins with rare doubling or minting mistakes have even sold for much higher prices in the collector market. In conclusion, the 1956 D wheat penny in brown shade is a historically meaningful but common coin. Its value depends mainly on condition, color red vs brown, and presence of errors. While most examples are inexpensive, they remain popular among collectors due to their classic design and connection to the final years of the wheat penny era. If you have one in excellent condition or with unusual features, it is always worth checking carefully, because even a small detail can turn an ordinary penny into a valuable collectible. The 1956 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny in brown shade is a Latera coin from the historic wheat cent series, 1909-1958, struck at the Denver Mint and easily identified by the small D mint mark below the date. Featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat ears on the reverse. Although over 1 billion were produced, making it very common, its copper composition, 95% copper, causes most surviving coins to appear brown due to natural oxidation over time. And while typical circulated examples are only worth a few cents above face value, higher-grade uncirculated coins or rare error varieties like repunched mint marks can be worth significantly more. Making it a modest yet collectible piece that represents the final years of one of America's most iconic coin, 1956 D. Wheat Penny brown shade, is a common yet historically important coin from the final years of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, minted in Denver with over 1 billion produced, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front and wheat ears on the back. Its brown color comes from natural copper aging, and while most circulated coins are worth only a few cents, well-preserved or error varieties can hold higher value for collectors. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the 1956 D. Wheat Penny. Whether your coin is a simple brown circulated piece or a higher-grade collectible, every coin carries a unique story from history, and your interest in understanding its value and background is the first step toward becoming a smart and successful collector.